This is Aaron Dominion, and I am doing something a little bit different for this video. It's not a part of the scripting tutorials. I've had a request on how to use the creation kit, so let's get started. And that's the person that's requested in the bottom right. So, we've opened up the creation kit. You will have to have Skyrim installed. So what to do from here? You hit this little folder icon and it will bring up this window. We have the main game here, we have the update file, and then you have your DLCs, and then every mod that you have downloaded will also show up in here. So if you were going to be modding an existing mod, you would set this as your active file, which will then, if we scroll back up, it used to do that. It would also tick those, but it will load them regardless if you select them or not. So let's unselect that one and only select the master files. Let's go with just the base game to keep it simple. Then we click OK, and you will see progress bar saying, oh hey, I'm loading the Skyrim ESM now. It takes a while to load, and I've pretty beefy machines, so it might take longer on older machines. You will see messages like this. It's just errors that are in the base Skyrim game. I'm sure there are mods that have fixed those messages out there. But if you're only working with the vanilla content, you will see them every single time you're creating a mod or opening one of your existing mods. So, and it has to load everything still because there's multiple stages of loading. This is why on most of my videos I just have something preloaded so you don't have to wait for the loading process. Okay, now we are done, so blam, we have the render window, we have the object window, which is very important. We also have the cell window, which lists all of your locations. We have interiors, and then you keep going down the list for the different areas in the Skyrim world. And then here is where it lists all the different cells. In one of these episodes I will touch on how to create a new environment, since that is something that you might do in the future. Let's look at the general organization here. So I'm going to collapse all of these so we can see them. Okay, you can select everything, and then you have the main categories: actor, audio, character, items, magic, miscellaneous, special effect, world data, and world objects. I'm going to go a little off key of all the organization. So special effects, these are just like, you see explosions in the world, you see shiny lights somewhere, something like that. This is where you would go to modify any of that information. World data, okay, you have weathers, you have locations, you have climates. It has a little bit of visuals here, but not too many. It looks like you can also make new water types here if you were making some elaborate new area. World objects, this is going to have your furniture, your cooking pots, anything that's very static in the world will be in here. Nothing that you see in inventory or on NPCs. Character, this is where you define, okay, here's all the things that you can equip on a character, here's the different races here. Also, associations between those entities are here as well, like packages, that those are what tell, okay, I'm moving, this NPC is going to move here at this time of day, or at this day of the week. Quests, pretty self-explanatory, although quests can also include just dialogue if you don't have a quest associated with it. In factions, they just kind of group NPCs into different sects. A balance of power type of thing. Audio, also pretty self-explanatory. It's where you would go for sound and all of that. Then you have actors. This is where, okay, you've defined everything in the character now. What's going to be created using that character information. And so it even lists all the races you have defined here. And then items, these are anything that you can equip, anything you can have in your inventory. Some of these things are displayable items, books on bookshelves, for example. So, let's do a simple mod. And this is going to be a character mod. We are going to just add a simple actor real quick. So we selected actor on the section over here. Now right click and go to new. It'll take it a moment and then you'll get this Windows form pop up here. And because I like to prefix things, first mod actor, and this is usually the part that takes the longest for me. Henry will be the NPC's name. We want to set them to unique so we can set them up as a companion. And because I don't like to see companions die, I usually set essential. So I have it set to AI data because that's where I list had it open in this section. But traits is usually the important part to focus on first. Let's go with a red guard. Yeah, red guard. And then let's give him a different voice. Let's see. There's only certain voice types that are useful for companions in the base. You can do Argonians, I believe, in this regard. So I'm going to do that. And then let's go to the stats. We want to have this NPC level up with the character, since they're going to be a follower. I'm not going to worry about these. These are min level, max level. Here you can set a class, so they can have specialized skills. Let's go with a ranger. And factions is now the next big section. I'm going to use Whiterun because that's just like the standard place you see most beginning mods, that or Riverwood. So let's use Whiterun. So we need to find the Whiterun specific factions. Let's see. Here we go. Town Whiterun and Crime Whiterun faction. And we just want to leave them at the default rank. Here we go. And now we want to do follower faction. There's two different follower factions, the potential and current follower. So current follower, we don't want to actually edit it. We just want to edit the rank, which you do by single clicking. There we go. We do potential follower. And something, if you want to make them a marriage candidate as well, if they have the dialogue for it, you give them that. Then you assign the crime faction, and that should be good to go. Notice, because we're creating new NPC, these flags don't say saved. So before we do anything, let's give them a name, and let's press OK. So, now this character exists, they're set to essential and unique, and they were given those factions. So, let's go over here. And this only works because we saved the character before trying to make this relationship. So good practice is usually to give NPC's name, and then you give the other NPC or player, in this case the player, then you parent NPC is just source NPC, child NPC is the destination NPC. You can flip the two. It doesn't matter that much, really. And then relationship level, you can change these to be different. This is typically the one that you use, though, if you're setting them up for a marriage candidate in Skyrim. So I'm going to give them that. And let's go to the AI data, the important part. So let's give them a happy mood. Let's give them a 75 energy. Let's give them an aggressive, brave. These are these will they help you in fight? Will they go for the fight? Will they run away from fight? So this person's going to be a really good person in combat to at least stay with you. So, well, let's go here, look for the correct. We want a human missile. There we go. And we don't want a gift filter. AI package. Honestly, for what we're doing, this is not going to be important. So, default outfit. Let's give them... we don't want to give them anything too fancy. An iron outfit. And let's give them a bow. So, hunting bow. And then let's give them arrows to go with said bow. And here you can set how many arrows they have in their inventory. So they have 1,000 iron arrows and one hunting bow. Now then, if they were a mage, you would give them spells. If you wanted to give them any special perks, you would also define that here. Sounds? You can play around with this if you want special sounds, but for what we're doing, that's not important. Same thing here, if you had custom animations, you would be running through it here. But that's not important. Attack data, we're not going to change anything from that. Here, okay, so this is what he currently looks like on the face level now. So, face complexion, let's give him an old complexion. Here, so darker color hair is typical amongst red guards. Let's give them something that's not typical. And you can go through here and change the different segments color-wise. So here, you could either select a color or go with a preset. So let's go with that preset. Here you can change. So, yes, you could make a mannequin red guard that runs around, but we are going to just keep the normal red guard. Here, let's give him demon eyes. And then here, you can give him any hair color that's valid. Let's give him this one though, or hairstyle, excuse me. And then here, yes, we're going to go with that beard. You can also change the eyebrows. You can do more than what I'm doing here, but this will help you with just the basics. And here's more facial. So let's give him a deep chin. And then let's do a full preview. So we have a helmet, so his hair is not going to be visible. So let's go through here, change it, iron no helmet, and we have to click on the checkbox again, and you can see he has no helmet now. So we save that, and he is now good. Now, interiors. We want to scroll to Whiterun, and Bannered Mare is used so much, so Drunken Huntsman it is. So it is going to take a while to load through everything, and you will see errors sometimes. Just because Bethesda can't have everything perfect. Nobody can whenever they're making something as complex. So, let's plop down our character. And that should be it for this part of it, believe it or not. On this part. Now, we do have one thing, and it's... if I can remember the key combination, it deals with face gen. That wasn't it. Okay, so there is a bug if you didn't do this where they would have a different face color than the rest of their body. It's been acknowledged by Bethesda and they gave a workaround. So you click on your NPC over here, and then you use your keyboard control, left control, and then your F4 key. And then it will say export face gen data for all selected NPCs. And you click yes. Since there's only one, it gets done pretty quick. So now we're ready for saving. You click on the save icon, and then you select where to save it. And now I'm going to do this as a Redguard NPC for video. And now that is made, so I will see everybody in a moment in the game. Alright, we are back in game now and loading up. Let's see. Oh, we're looking at Marvin from one of my colleagues that I've worked on modding for the music scripting on this companion and a few other things. It's an awesome mod. I would check out Carry On Skyrim's Marvin whenever 2.0 comes out, or you could check it out now. It's also pretty good right now. So, let's go to Whiterun. Let's see.
Good afternoon.
So here's the Drunken Huntsman. We should see our new NPC inside. Alright. Here we
have
go.
questions? Ours is to smile at your passing, friend.
And now
We are in this together, yes?
he is following us now.
What do you need, my friend?
Oh. It looks like it did not save the face gen properly. So we will have to go and do this again. Okay, so we had an issue with this NPC. It did not generate his face gen properly. So let's click off of him and try that again. I don't believe you, but we're going to try again and find out. We're gonna go into the game again, and we will see Marvin again because of where I had my save game at. This is the character I use for testing all the time. Although I can't use him on my current mod because of all the scripts. I had one version of the script in one instance, and found out after I saved, oh crap, I messed up on it. So, I had to use a friend's save in order to continue the development on
Need
that.
something?
Because it is a high level mod. Anyway, Drunken Huntsman. I was about to run to the wrong location. Okay, here we go. So, because we didn't give him a package, he will be sitting in a different location.
Yes.
It didn't.
Ours is to smile
I don't know
at your
why that's
passing,
not
friend.
working.
Get away from me.
Huh. Third time the charm? I selected it in a different way, so let's see. This will be very interesting if it works this way.
Yeah?
I'm so used to the Fallout key since I've been playing Fallout. Whenever I'm trying to do the auto run, let's see. Where is our NPC? That's not him. Here he is.
Need something?
He's still got the face bug. So yes, I have a guide open in the background because this has been bugging me for a little bit. I think something else happened. So, let's reload the mod after we saved it. Because what should have happened is the FaceGen data should have exported. If we go to the folder where it's located, notice there's a bunch of mods here. This is for all the NPCs I've downloaded, or no, not downloaded, created, or I've downloaded, or worked with because I'm collaborating with someone else. But notice the mod we just saved is not here. So, let's go through. And I will show the process of uploading this mod. I'm going to show you my process that I use in the upload process, but I'm going to leave that for another video since this one's taking a lot longer than it should have. So, let's make sure we're actually selecting our actor this time. And then we're going to use Control and F4. That should work. That took a little bit longer than last time. So let's look in this folder. Boom. We have a folder now. Created just now. So we save, and we should see him now in the game. I will see everybody in a moment. Okay. But since we have the face sent data, it should be here this time. So, let us go to Whiterun. This will be the last time, I promise. Because I was not accounting for the fact that you create a new mod and it wasn't saving it. But apparently it doesn't yet recognize at the point if you try to do it before you've saved it and it recognizes this is a saved plugin. Because yeah, look, here, we got him.
We are in this together, yes?
So, I'm going to do first step that I typically do, a screenshot. And let's go here. And we
Azura's
have
wisdom to you, friend.
another screenshot.
Lead on. I'm behind you.
And we're going to do that as a screenshot. And that's about it for this part of the process. I'm going to do a different video and release it, probably coincide, just to show the upload process, to do both. Probably going to do Steam Workshop, but I will also show the Nexus process just to do it.